It's that wonderful time of the year again. No, I'm not talking about the holidays. What I'm actually talking about is when breweries start releasing their wonderful winter ales. Oh, how I enjoy a more fuller body, maltier, I don't even know if that's a word, but we're going to use it today. But I do enjoy some maltier, fuller body beers, and I'm excited today because I found two in the local candy shop that I have. Well, when I say candy shop, I'm talking in the liquor store. And we're going to sit down, we're going to give them a taste and a review on them, and see which one is worth stocking in your fridge during the winter. Maybe one or the other. I have no idea, but we're going to find out. So sit back, relax, and have a beer with Billy. Back, hopefully you're sitting back, relaxing with a nice cold one. Lucky you. But either way, I'm excited because we're going to try two winter ale seasonals that, again, I'm excited because I like winter months for beer because it tends to be the darker style of beers like stouts, porters, brown ales, things like that. I like those. Those are my go-to beer. I actually don't fear most beer, but those are my favorite. And so with the winter months, you usually get more of that. So two of them I got today. One of them looks a little bit darker. I'm not sure. The other one is definitely a stout. The first beer, it looked like it's been around since 2001, so I'm actually excited about that. What's cool about it is they do some really cool, like album art, I guess, or album art. It's not a CD, dang it, but can art or bottle art. And they change it up every year. I guess people submit their artwork, and I guess they vote on it, I'm assuming. I couldn't really tell when I looked, but all I know is I probably couldn't make my own artwork like that. I can't draw worth a darn. I'm left-handed. I could barely close the A's on my A's. They look like U's half the time when I'm writing, but anyway, I'm a good photographer, and I'm working on my videography skills, hint, YouTube. But anyway, the can art looks really awesome on this, so we're going to look at it more in review. The other beer looks like it barely got added this year, or they made it this year, because when I looked on Beer Advocate real quick, they barely added the entry this year, so that's pretty cool. I think this is going to first time year beer. It's definitely a stout. They mark it as that, and I think this company just modified their stout recipe to make it more seasonable for the winter months, adding spices and stuff like that. Either way, I'm excited to give these a try. I'm looking forward to it, and yeah, let's get right into it. The beer that we're going to review today is a beer that's based out of a brewery from Bend, Oregon. They've been around since 1988, and that's none other than Deschutes Brewing. Hopefully I said that right. If I didn't, I'm sorry. But either way, the other part of this is that they're from Bend, Oregon, and the fun fact is I actually just got gifted a cool pint glass that shows like the city of Bend on it. So I'm actually really geeked out about it because obviously we're going to use it to pour the Deschutes beer and do our review today. And so let me grab my phone here with the notes. But the beer that is from Deschutes is called Juba Ale Winter... What is it? Winter Ale, or Jubile Ale Festive Winter Ale. See, I knew I was missing something there. But again, it clocks in about 6.7 ABV, or alcohol by volume for those who don't know. And the website describes it as full of spice notes, toffee, and dusted coca. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Either way. So, again, what makes this beer a little bit different is the way that they have submissions every year to put, the winner gets their artwork displayed on the bottle or can. I don't know if they can it, but definitely in bottles. And that's really cool. Like I said, I can't draw, so I'm out, but that's okay. There's no exception. It looks like this year they had a different artist winner, and they showed him on his webpage, and I'll try to put that here. Either way, I think it's going to be a good beer, so let's go talk about this. The second beer in this video comes out from a California-based brewery that started in 1996. Most of the beer is available nationwide, it seems like, and that brewery is Firestone Walker. Again, they got their start in 1996, and the beer that I'm talking about today is called the Mocha Dulce Nitro Spice Stout, and it clocks in about 6% alcohol by volume, or ABV. This one excites me because the cool thing about it, it does have has infused with nitro. And if you don't know what that is, that's basically when they use nitrogen as the carbonation method instead of the normal CO2. Most beer is carbonated with CO2 or carbon dioxide. That's what gives you the bubbles and fizzies that you see in your beer or the head. But this one is infused with nitrogen, and it usually makes a beer smoother and has a lighter kind of taste with it, and it helps with the body. I'm actually excited about it because I do like nitro beers, and I didn't say that at the beginning, but that's my other faves. I love nitro beers. A good classic example that everybody loves is the Guinness Irish Dry Stout that you see at most bars, and a good telltale of a nitrogen tap is you usually see the big, the tap with the big black tip on it at the end of it instead of the normal run-of-the-mill taps. So if you didn't know that, now you do. Either way, I'm excited. So enough talk. Let's take a look at these beers more in depth. Let's get to it. I'm excited. All right, finally what I've been waiting for, to actually try these beers and give them a whirl. So like I said, first beer on this list I'm pretty excited about actually. I'm gonna grab it here. It is the Juba Ale Festive Winter Ale by Deschutes. If you could see it here, you could see the winner of the album art. I keep calling it like it's a CD, it's not, but the cover art, can art, bottle art, what do you ever want to call it. But that is actually kind of cool, Obviously, I bet you they have some themes, like going with the Oregon Mountains of some sort. It's very conceptual, very abstract. I don't know much about art, but to me, it looks like two beans staring at a silver metallic ball, but, there's probably more to it than what I do know, so sorry, I don't know much about it, but that is really cool. That's Deschutes. I'm actually, again, really excited to use my glass here that I have. It's from Bend. It shows the city here. Hopefully you can see that. And then at one point it has the latitude, longitude. Hopefully you can see that of the city. That is really cool. I'm geeked out about that. But let's get to it. Let me grab one here. Again, Deschutes. We got that guy. That's a nice little cover art there. Can art, beer, bottle art, I keep saying. And then looking on the side of the bottle, cozy up fireside with this festive winter ale full of spice notes and a robust malt character of toffee and dusted cocoa. An original since 1988. That's pretty awesome. But the next one on the list, Firestone Walker. Hopefully you can see that. Let's focus. It's, as you can tell, limited release, 6% alcohol by volume, nice red can, and it has a bear and lion, and I think that pays homage to the co-founders or brewers of this thing. Let's see, I'm going to look here. Oop, got to turn it around. Limited winter release. A new seasonal beer from Firestone Walker made to warm your soul for fall and winter. Oh, heck yeah. I love that. Ooh, and then Master the Nitro Surge Pour. It is on here. Maybe, hopefully that's in focus. You could see it. Where am I? Here. But that's what you do. You basically pour this bad boy hard. I can't wait. Let me rip this bastard open so we can get one. Okay. So, like I said, we're gonna do the Bend, Oregon pint for Deschutes, because Bend, Oregon. And then I got my Flicks Brew House Fan Fest, Ferris Bueller's Day Off pint can, and then the Sausage King of Chicago pint glass. So, there you go. It doesn't match, but it'll work. Let's pour the Deschutes first into the pint glass. Got it. Bam. Let's go with that. Alright. So this one you just pour like a normal beer. Don't, normal angle, things like that. So, Deschutes, Bend, Oregon, pint glass. Nice little head there. That's a nice brown color. Let me put that down. Can smell the spices, a little bit of the toffee, but the next part I'm excited for is this one here. Cause yeah, you gotta pour it hard. So let's go. Pour hard. You pour it straight down, which is not normal. But again, being nitrogen infused, that's how you roll with it. Hopefully it doesn't overfill. It's getting there, but see, it's deceiving, it's scary, but it does do it. And that is awesome. I love how I'm trying to look how nitrogen just pours straight to the top and it just stops like that. That is nice and smooth. That has a nice coffee smell already to it. I can just smell that when I'm doing that here. I'm excited about that one. Alright, like I said, Deschutes Jubilee Winter Ale, Dulce Mocha Stout, head-to-head battle. Let's see which one goes. Boom! Alright, let's do this. So we're going to start with the Deschutes Winter Jubilee Ale. Alright, definitely some spice, a little bit of the toffee in it. Not one of my favorites. It's not horrible, don't get me wrong. Giving that a second taste, but man, the spice is a little overpowering in my opinion, just for what I like. And for me, it gives me kind of like a pine taste, like maybe you would expect from a IPA, which, you know, don't mind an IPA, but for a winter ale, a little too much for me. So I don't know about that. Let's go to the Dulce Nitro Stout. You could smell the coffee, and it kind of has like, it feels like caramel, but I don't know if that's what they added to it. I don't think so. Heck of a lot smoother going down. Again, nitrogen. And when you do nitro beers, they tend to be a lot smoother, and they feel a little bit more maltier and full-bodied than you're used to. I like that. This ain't bad. It reminds me of like eating a dark chocolate candy with like a little bit of like caramel or a toffee kind of thing. Definitely get a little bit of the cocoa vibes, get a little bit of the coffee vibes. So yeah, oh, definitely a lot more coffee. I already could tell, if you haven't figured it out, I'm kind of leaning towards the stout a little bit more. So if I were going to take these two beers head to head, on and on like I just did, you know, overall I think the Firestone Walker Mocha Dulce Nitro Stout is a little bit better than the Jubilee Ale. The Jubilee Ale wasn't bad, but has a little bit too much of a spice for me that kind of gives a pine taste. So if you're kind of into the little bit lighter beers, I think the Jubilee Ale would be the better choice for you. But again, if you're like me and you like way darker beers, and especially nitro infused beers, the Dulce Nitro Stout is for you. So if it were me, I would probably, if we were going to give these ratings, I would give the Deschutes Jubilee Ale maybe like a 3 out of 5. And with the Nitro Stout, this is the winner for me. So I'll give that a 4.5 out of 5. So let me know what you think down below. I'm going to keep doing these reviews and working on them. So if you have any beers that I should try, let me know. Comments, questions, let me know. For right now, though, I'm going to go enjoy the rest of this beer, enjoy some football. Happy holidays if I don't see you then. But for now, cheers.